Yo, 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 we're back. The Daily Jace live show. How we all going? I've been a little bit quiet, been hiding in the shadows for the past, I don't know, a few weeks now because I have been in the library, hitting the books, learning some stuff, getting knowledge inside my brain. It's been epic, it's been difficult, challenging, but with exams out of the way, I am free once again. So 2020, it wasn't the academic year I thought would be. It's not been the year anyone thought would be, but yeah, I'm through the other side of the university test, so onwards and upwards. It's a good feeling once you get through those exams. Anyone who's done full-time university knows what relief it is once you get through all your exams. It's like a weight off your shoulders. You know, you're grinding for a long time, just putting in the hours, trying to learn all that content, and then yeah, there's a bit of a sigh of relief at the end of it. So epic to be done with that. Next year's another year, but for now, being done and dusted and on to the next thing. So first of all, year one, university, done and dusted. Pretty mean stuff. Next, just wanted to say thank you for all the people who supported me on the fundraiser. So for those of you that didn't see the post I made a week ago, the Army got behind a local fundraiser down here in Dunedin. Essentially what it was about is we had to do as many laps of Baldwin Street, which is the steepest street in the world, as many times as we could. And each lap was meant to represent the number of suicides that occurred in New Zealand last year. There was a crazy 654 people that we lost to suicide last year. So collectively, we all had to do 654 laps. Personally, I did 28 laps with a 25 kg bag on my back, and that equated to just under 20 kilometers up and down that street. So thank you for all those messages I received. It was pretty epic to see all the support come in. Thanks for those who donated. You're awesome. It's pretty cool to see people get behind it. But yeah, that was, it's nice when you get to engage with the community a little bit, because I think people have an interesting, or everyone's got views on organisations such as the Army, but we don't engage with the community enough at large. So it's pretty awesome when we do, and got lots of questions, lots of people wanted to find out more. So it's cool to be able to do that. Next thing, obviously, we've got a freaking election done and dusted. Pretty cool. We've got a new government compared to this time a month ago, and obviously in New Zealand it's a red wash. Labour has taken over. It will be interesting now that we're past the point of all the election campaigning, how they'll implement all those changes that they promised. They have to work with the other parties, or at least take on their ideas and see how they want to move forward with them. Obviously, they have enough to govern alone, which they're doing. They're not teaming up with the Greens this time, but it will be interesting to see how the next 3 years shape up, because obviously we're in quite a pivotal moment in history, and it really will determine what happens from then onwards. And also, if they don't use these 3 years wisely, then we're likely to see a change in government next year, or in 3 years' time, sorry, in next term, I should say. So that's pretty cool to see. And we've, yeah, everyone's just taking a deep breath from what has been a pretty mega year. It's where it'll be interesting to see how everyone moves into 2021. Obviously, with what would happen in a normal year around this time, businesses would be starting to wind back. There will be everyone's starting to think about what their holiday plans are. Everyone's excited for the festive season, but this year comes with a slightly different feel. Everyone's a bit more on edge. There's probably less funds floating around. People have to be a little bit more strategic with what they actually do. Some people might have been made redundant. Obviously, the wage subsidy is running out, so we're just biding our time a little bit and seeing what is to come. How will this shape everyone's mentality for 2021? It seems that there might be international travel knocking on our doorstep. Personally, I'm skeptical with everything that's going on. I guess we've opened up to Australia. You can travel over to Sydney. I don't know all the rules. I haven't been following it as closely as I'd like to. Obviously, been hitting the books recently, but that will all unfold. Cooks are screaming out for us to fly over there and vice versa. So all the Pacific Islands, it'll be interesting to see what happens there, because they've been COVID-free for a while, but now I've heard in last week Auckland has had community transmission again. So we'll just have to see how that all unfolds. It's just interesting times. Another interesting thing about this election is it had the highest vote volatility. So essentially what that meant is that we had the most amount of people that switched their party vote to a new party, or they chose a different direction for New Zealand. So that happened this election. It also happened in 2002, I believe, and also sometime like the 1960s or something before that. So what that means is people have actually switched in their views and values and how they see New Zealand moving forward. And I guess whenever you have some dramatic events such as COVID-19, people start to think a little bit more about, like, they dig deep and think what's important to them. So I think that's happened in New Zealand, it's although we're going into a bit of economic struggle, people are really engaging with politics a lot more, thinking about the big issues, thinking about how we are going to move forward. It's going to be, like I say, a challenging time as for the whole world globally. Personally, I think we've had it easy for a long time, and this is just a new reality that we've got to face. Look, I'm in a very privileged position. I don't doubt that, but we need to batten down the hatches and actually think about how we will come out the other side of this collectively stronger. So that means that people who are in a stronger position contribute a little bit more, then so be it. I've always thought that you have right to be successful, but you have a larger obligation to help those in need. So it's really important when we're going through all this to think about those in need, because often they have worse circumstances. I understand the argument that everyone's got to make something of themselves, and they've got to try and use the resources at hand to build themselves up. I get that, but I just believe that we're stronger for it when everyone's getting taken care of. So chop a little bit off the top and give it to the people at the bottom. Some people might think that's socialist or whatever, but it's about looking after the people. People come first. You can always build wealth, but we just need to build a cohesive unit where we can work together and build this country up stronger. So I just wanted to jump on for 10 minutes. It's been a while since I've actually engaged with the live show. So here I am, haven't got a guest today, but there's at least hopefully a couple of people on next week, and then we'll see what happens after that. There's some projects that I've been putting off in the background, so I'm looking forward to getting back on top of those and seeing how those can develop. But yeah, that's what's happening on my end. How's everyone doing? Just if you have been have found this year a little bumpy, like many people have, reach out, comment below what you think will happen in 2021. It's always interesting to hear what everyone's thoughts are. And yeah, this is all from me. I just wanted to jump on for 10 minutes or so, have a yarn, see what's going on, and sign off from what has been a busy week, and look forward to jumping on hopefully more regularly moving forward. But that's all from me. Hope everyone has a mega weekend. Yeah, in Dunners we have quite a good day out there. So yeah, it's going to be a good weekend. Looking forward to the holidays. Hopefully get some work in there. But that's all from me for now. Peace out. Have a good one.